Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this morning, St. James police launch a manhunt for alleged robbers. The St. James police are said to be on the hunt for two men alleged to be robbers following a motor vehicle accident on the Montpelier Main Road on Wednesday afternoon. Reports are that the men were traveling in a Nissan AD wagon when it collided with a Toyota Voxy motor car in the vicinity of the Great River Bridge. According to a police officer familiar with the matter, the police at the time of the accident managed to arrest one of the men traveling in the Nissan motor car, but the other two escaped. It is, however, unclear what led the police to make the determination that the men were robbers. The collision left the driver and the female occupant of the Voxy with injuries. They were taken to hospital for treatment. The police continue to investigate the matter. JDF not ruling out a friendly fire in death of young soldier. The Jamaica Defense Force has refused to accept or deny that a friendly fire led to last week Friday's shooting death of one of its soldiers, Private E.J. Domville, in Denham Town, Kingston. At the time of his killing, Domville was posted at the Denham Town Zone of Special Operations. According to the police, around 1:25 a.m. on Friday, August 23, Domville was part of a military team on foot patrol in the vicinity of Charles Street and the Chestnut Lane when he was killed. The police said that the soldiers were in pursuit of men who opened a gunfire at them, which caused them to take evasive action and return fire. At the end of the shooting, Domville was found with a gunshot wound to the face. The young soldier, who had been in the JDF for less than a year, was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. His death sparked widespread speculations in the public sphere that he could have been shot by one of his colleagues. The swirling speculations, especially after Wednesday's publication of a story by a local newspaper depicting the concerning views of Domville's mother, Kalisha Reynolds, prompted the JDF to issue a statement. In the statement, the JDF said it was conducting its own internal investigations to ensure all facts are uncovered and that it was fully cooperating with ongoing investigations by the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Independent Commission of Investigations. However, INDECOM's Assistant Commissioner Hamish Campbell said that the investigating body was not probing the matter, which he said was a murder. INDECOM attended the scene because at the time there was a discharge of firearm by the security forces, but no one was injured. We know where the soldier was shot, and the post-mortem will further support or add to that in terms of trajectory and the direction, but INDECOM is not the investigating body for that, Campbell told the news. In a statement on Wednesday, the JDF said, "We acknowledge the concerns raised by Private Domville's mother, Ms. Kalisha Reynolds, and we are committed to working with internal and external stakeholders to ensure they are addressed in a timely manner. Arrangements have been made to ensure Ms. Reynolds is present at the autopsy, and we will maintain continuous communication to ensure she is informed throughout the process." The JDF also recognized the concerns expressed by the public regarding the possibility of Private Domville's death being the result of fratricide. We acknowledge that the complexity of a shooting engagement with a threat of force and the split-second decision-making can increase its likelihood. However, our pre-deployment training is focused on minimizing the risk of fratricide and ensuring the safety and well-being of our service members during a firefight, the Army said. The JDF said that Domville demonstrated exceptional bravery during the incident and that preliminary reports indicated that even after he fell and lost his helmet, he swiftly got back up and continued to advance towards the threat. The military said it is committed to providing full support to the family as they navigate these challenging circumstances together. In an interview with a local newspaper on Tuesday, Domville's mother expressed hope that the autopsy, which was said to be done on Wednesday, would provide her with some answers. She said that she did not believe he was killed by criminals in a shootout. She said that when she went to the Tranquility Funeral Home, where her son's body is stored, she was told that she could not see the body because it was already identified. The mother of two described Domville as her breadwinner. The body of a 52-year-old woman who had been reported missing in St. Thomas has been found. She is Suzette Clark of South Haven in the parish and an employee of Red Stripe Jamaica. According to reports reaching the news, a representative from Red Stripe called a family member on Saturday inquiring about the whereabouts of Miss Clark after she had not reported to work since last Wednesday. She was reported missing on Saturday. Family members stumbled upon the headless body of Miss Clark about 1:30 Wednesday afternoon during a search. The body of the woman was also partially burnt and covered with tires. The Dallas police are investigating. 60-year-old St. Catherine man charged over alleged worker visa fraud. A 60-year-old man who allegedly fraudulently collected cash to secure a worker visa has been charged by the Lynn State Police. He is 60-year-old Robert Dunn, a construction worker of Above Rocks, St. Catherine. He has been charged with obtaining money by means of false pretense. The charge stems from allegations that between July 1 and August 15, Dunn collected $320,500 from an unsuspecting woman under the guise that he could secure a worker visa and a passport for her to travel to the United States of America. When the promised items were not delivered, a refund was requested, but this too was not forthcoming. A report subsequently was made to the police. Following investigations, Dunn was arrested and subsequently charged on Tuesday, August 27. He is scheduled to appear in the St. Catherine Parish Court at Lynn State on Wednesday, September 11. 15-year-old boy charged for breaking into woman's house and stealing her car. A 15-year-old Helsha Portmore St. Catherine boy was on Tuesday charged for breaking into a woman's house and stealing items and then making off with her motor car. The student, who was held in the stolen vehicle in Manchester, is charged with a burglary and the larceny of a motor vehicle. His court date is being arranged. Reports from the Helsha police are that between 12:30 a.m. and 4:55 a.m. on Wednesday, August 21, the teenager and another man allegedly broke into the complainant's home and stole a cell phone, a purse, and car keys. It is alleged that the culprits escaped by driving away with the complainant's Suzuki Swift motor car. A report was made to the police. The police say the teen boy was caught aboard the vehicle in Christiana, Manchester on Sunday, August 25. He was subsequently charged on Tuesday, August 27. Portmore man fined $260,000 over fake rum and a cigarette. A Portmore St. Catherine man was held by police with a quantity of ganja as well as selling counterfeit rum and cigarettes in Southborough in the municipality on Tuesday, fined a total of $260,000 in the parish court. Oral Johnson, 40, of a Southborough address, who pleaded guilty, was fined $180,000 or 90 days imprisonment for breaching the Excise Duty Act, $15,000 for possession and dealing in ganja, and $65,000 for counterfeit cigarettes. Facts are that on September 12, 2023, police personnel swooped down on a premises in Southborough, during which they detected 9 gallons of liquid bottled and marked Ray and Nephew white rum, several cartons of counterfeit cigarettes, and the ganja weighing 1 pound. Johnson was arrested. The liquid was tested and found to be counterfeit alcohol. Johnson was subsequently charged with breaches of the Trademarks Act, the Customs Act, and the Dangerous Drugs Act. Johnson made several court appearances and pleaded guilty to all the offenses. EOJ preparing budget for impending parliamentary election. With the parliamentary election constitutionally due next year, the Electoral Office of Jamaica is preparing its estimates of expenditure for the administration of the poll. Director of Elections Glasspool Brown told the news on Wednesday afternoon that the budget is to be submitted to the Electoral Commission for final approval. Once it is approved by the Commission, it will be sent to the Ministry of Finance. In the meantime, Mr. Brown said a by-election for the St. Andrew Northwestern constituency could be on the cards.
We have been made aware that there's a possibility, and we are now in the process of preparing a budget for any eventuality as it relates to a by-election, given the impending resignation of Minister Clark from Northwest St. Andrew. But we have not been given a timeline.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.